Hey, how are you doing? How are all my mage friends from all over the world doing? I hope everybody's doing great. I hope everybody's doing awesome. So, for those who don't know me, I am Matheus Gontijo, and you know what? I'm super excited, I'm super motivated, I'm pumped, because today I'll be starting a very cool thing to the Magento community. I'll be starting a series of videos on how to debug Magento 2, okay? I will come up with some strategies, with some ideas, some tricks on how to debug, on how to hack Magento 2. So, something that I noticed is that there are a lot of Magento 2 developers all over that spend a lot of time, I mean way too much time debugging Magento 2. And even after several hours, working on looking for issues, looking for errors, looking for where the issues are coming from, they get basically nowhere. Even after several hours, they have no clue what they're doing, they have zero concrete results. So my idea is pretty much come up with some ideas and then try to help others. So I assume that you have the Xdebug installed on your computer, you have like a neat IDE with a pretty good support to Xdebug, right? And I also assume that you have a pretty good knowledge about Magento 2. So that will be like assumptions for me. So, but anyhow, let's get started. Okay, so let's start off by the Magento entities or Magento objects, right? Most of the things on Magento is supposed to be done on the objects, right? Model, right? View, helpers, and all of that are blocks, right? And all of that are objects. And then I have an object here. And in order to populate data into the object, I use a lot of setters, right? We can retrieve data by using get data, and then I can set data using the method set name, set category, set title. But all of the methods will, at the end of the day, populate Magento objects by using the method set data, right? So, and one major thing is to understand how to set data works internally. And then we're gonna look up into the set data and anything, basically anything, if you wanna track anything on Magento, we gotta watch closely and put breakpoints, specific breakpoints into the set data. Because as soon as anyone, anywhere hits the set data method, we will break, and then we can see the debug trace, right? We can see the variables, who is calling, what is the method, what is the algorithm. So, and then we can understand very well where the issues are coming from. And then if different or weird behavior happens, we can track and we can check who's changing or where the issues are coming from. So I'll explain on the technical side right now. Well, if you have a different approach on how to debug Magento 2, or if you have a different idea, or anything you want to say, just please let me know on the comments below, and that would be just fantastic listening from you and hearing from you, different approaches. So just please let me know.
Okay, there you go. So the very first thing to understand in this debugging world is the function or PHP function called string insensitive position is, right? What it does, basically, it's called string I pause, right? String insensitive position. There are a lot of good information here in this link, which is the PHP official documentation. And then it finds, right, the position of the first occurrence and of case insensitive substring into a string. So basically, it is the contains concept, right? Contains concept. So it takes like the hello world, you pass as a string, and it's gonna retrieve the position of this string, right? It's gonna check, oh, is there a hole into the string? And if yes, you're gonna retrieve the position, right? Which is the position 4. 0, position 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. There you go, position 4 here. If it is hello world here, but it pass WOR, the first occurrence is just here, and it starts in position 6. And if it passes hell, right, like hell, is going to be like position 0, because it starts on 0, right? But if I passes a string that doesn't contain the hello world, it will return false. And this is very, very, very important, because it passes false, we gotta check, double check. Oh, hey, is it different than false? Which means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, basically anything different from false, but it has to have like 2 equals because it can sometimes pass be position 0. If you only use one, equal symbol, right? You gotta check as well the type. Actually, world will be in position 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, world's right here, starting in position 6, which is different than false. And it is extremely important because everything we're gonna do will be based on this principle. Okay, so it's the very, very first thing to know. Okay. Let's say that, okay, I'm navigating through Magento, everything is so beautiful, right? The products and the categories, right? I go to men, tops, and jackets, right? Everything's so beautiful, and okay. But you know what? I see something very weird. So right here in the breadcrumbs, the jackets, right? It says jackets here in the top. But what the hell is going on here? There's like jackets, lorem ipsum, dollars, CR match. So it makes no sense. Why is it something like this, right? I even can see the code. Okay, the page title is like lorem ipsum, right? Okay, but the question is, who is changing this? And by the way, why is it being changed? And this is what you're gonna find out right now. So basically, the very first tip I would say is, okay, you gotta try to track directly into the concrete object. So the concrete object right here is like category, right? If it was a product, I'll go inside the product entity. But because it's a category, I'll check it out, the category object, which is in Magento, model catalog, and then category. And I will go to set name because it changed the name. It was like the description. I'll go to set description method. So let's check it out. Let's shoot the category right here. A lot of methods in here. Set name. What it's doing is going through set name and then set data and gonna pass us the name here. What I could do is like I set a breakpoint here, right? And I will see who is changed the category. And then I have a lot of stack. But you know what? Category, right? Somebody's they put in the category, the interceptor here. Oh, right, there is. There is a module right catalog here called controller category in it after, which is an observer, right? Observer. And if you see what it does, it basically gets the category from the passed by the observer object, and I get this category, I get the name, original name, and it modifies the name because it takes like the original name plus lorem ipsum, right? Which means it's gonna change every single category. So, and then right here is where it's being changed. I can see the entire stack, right? And right there is. It sets name, and beautiful, wonderful. I got it. So yeah, I found it just by putting a breakpoint and set name, right? So that's pretty much the first way I should approach. Okay, but one much powerful way to track data is basically through the setData method, because as I mentioned before, basically all the data in Magento, not everything, but heavily mostly, right? Data comes, and goes through setData, right? Basically, everything we gotta do then is track this setData, but mostly on the concrete classes doesn't have track data, just on the parent classes, right? And obviously it can be in different classes, but I would say 90% of the time, these two classes are more than enough to track basically most of the data in Magento, right? So yeah, just abstract model in data object. I mean, basically all the data for all entities will pass through here. So let's put first a breakpoint here in abstract model, right? And then on data object. So afterwards, I will explain why this is necessary, right? This code is somehow necessary. because Magento under the hoods has very challenging deal with very challenging data, and this is necessary. This helps us out. But you know what? I'll explain soon. So let me just do the breakpoint and show how powerful it is. Okay, let me remove. This is the original class. I was right, just testing before. But this is the setData from original class, right? I just put our data here, our code here. Okay, wonderful. And then let's put the very same one and setData from here. Okay, right. Let's save. Oops. Save and save. Okay. And now where it is breakpoint, let's put a breakpoint here, a breakpoint here, a breakpoint here, breakpoint here. For this very first breakpoint, actually I can copy and paste from here and add here. Yeah, we could. Okay, let me just disable for now. Let's try to track where is lorem ipsum is coming from. Okay, lorem ipsum. Let me copy and paste. And okay, instead of Montana, let's check it out. Where is lorem ipsum is coming from? It could be lowercase. Okay, lorem ipsum. Okay, lorem ipsum, and then here lorem ipsum. Yep. Same thing here. Okay, lorem ipsum, and let's copy your lorem ipsum. Again, there's a reason why we're using this code, and I'll explain sooner. Soon. Okay, let's see if Xdebug is enabled here. By the way, we can check here on this breakpoints area window if lorem ipsum. Okay. Let's run and hopefully get some breakpoints here. Okay, this is the category, and then let's refresh the page. Oops, yep, we got something. Yeah, there you go. There's somebody setting name as jackets lorem ipsum, right? But let's say on the debugger here. Okay, there's the entire call. There is this controller. Okay. Yeah, there's this guy here as in the previous example. Get category, get name, original name, modifies the name, which is name plus lorem ipsum, right? Cool. And then sets name, and then I can track it, right? Okay. You see, it goes through set name, which goes through setData, and then setData, and then we get it, right? We got it. So, okay. I prepare because I think it's much more important having real world examples than just theory, right? I will show right now, this is the solid thing. That's the one thing I want to show. So, okay, just by changing the values, you can track basically anything that's being set in Magento. So basically any entity, we can track it, right? Okay, who is setting the filter Lumatech? There is a filter. Okay, let me just disable the Xdebug. Okay, there is a filter here called Lumatech, right? Yeah, Lumatech. Let's see. Style, size, I think it's color. No, material. Yes, material. Lumatech in this character here, right? Okay, Lumatech. Okay, let's see who is setting Lumatech. Where is Lumatech coming from? Who is editing? Who is adding? Or even this two. I think probably this two is coming with Lumatech. But let's check it out. So we can come here instead of changing here one by one. I think it's easier. Just come here. And okay, we have all this breakpoints. Lumatech. Okay, Lumatech. Cool. Basically anything with Lumatech, I will be able to track, right? Let's refresh the page and see in less than, let's say, 1 minute, I can track basically anything. Cool. Yeah, we got it. Yeah, there's the entire Magento call here. And by the way, we see the variables here. Label is being set as Lumatech, and then obviously the weird character here. Okay. Basically, there are this vil PHTML. Yeah, there are the block filter, which symbolizes the left block here. Layered filter block. And yeah, and it first counts because in the counts, it goes there and do the query, right? And then come. Oh, there you go. It basically gets the data from, get items data, and then it loops through to the data item data, right? Item data. Let's see item data. Oh, Lumatag, right? And the weird character 148, which is probably the ID, and count. You remember the number 2 count? So there it is, and obviously it passes from basically the database, right? Until the set label. You see, it creates like on the abstract filter. What is this called? Yeah, it creates like a catalog search model layer filter attribute, and then it sets label here, right? Label value, pretty much value, and then label and count. Where's count? Okay, count, and then it passes here, and then there we go. We were able to track it so very easily, right? In less than a minute. Okay, the second real world example would be, okay, who is setting product price? $56.99, right? $56.99. Okay, who is setting this? I want to debug. I want to change. I want to create a plugin. I want to create a something to rewrite, right? And okay, let's just literally change here, like very easy. We have already the structure. 56.9. Okay, let me just 56.99. Here, and here. Okay. Cool. Let's refresh the page. Oh, by the way, let me just show you before that there are a lot of products here. Okay, let me refresh the page. There are absolutely a lot of products here. $47, $66.99. And then this one $66.99. Jupyter weather trainer, right? And then let's enable Xdebug and then refresh the page. Cool, we got it. And by the way, it's price. You can see here the key is price. And by the way, on the example, the previous example, the breakpoint stopped here, and now the breakpoint stops here, right? On the second breakpoint from the abstract model. So yeah, price $66.99. Okay, and then we gonna check it out. Okay, basically there is the products, PHP list. Okay, there is this product collection. There's a loads. Okay, there's a product collection being loaded, which is certainly calls a database. You see, calls a parent. There's queries involved because there is a resource model, right? And then there we go. It looks like it is something pretty much by here. We see rows. Basically, yeah, there's a select, right? It does the select in the database, and then if it fetches all, right? It fetches all using the query it just prepared, and we got a rows, and then we iterate the rows. Basically, let's see the rows here. Rows. Okay, rows. You had a lot of different products. Okay. Oh, we see all sort of different products. SKU, right? Created that. Okay, and then we got value. Let's say value. Value is pretty much that. Okay, $56.99. So basically, this is an area that the data is coming from, right? And then what does it creates, right? It get a new empty item, right, from the scratch, right? And inside setData, which is the entire array. And then we got here. So let's say that you have to add 10%. Probably you can do something around here. I'm not sure. Just came up with the idea. But basically you can change something here or change this, public. I don't know why there's an underline here, underscore here, but since it is public. But anyways, we can change something here, right? Or after, I don't know. And then we got the setData. Yeah, very powerful, my friend. Okay, on the category page, we have different types of product options like black, green, red, blue, green, purple, right? Purple, small, large, right? And okay, let's say one color. Let's say yellow. Okay, where this yellow is coming from? I have to, customize this entire section. I want a yellow to come to be right here or something like that. So I want to start off by using yellow as an entry point to see what is the functionality here, who's calling, who's creating this yellow and these options, right? Let's say if I want to track yellow, right? This is the third real world example. Who's setting product configurable option as yellow, right? I can, again, come here and set yellow, right? Okay, yellow. So any data that is being set as yellow will be tracked by this, breakpoints. Okay, let's see. Yellow. Let's see if we get something. Oh, you got it. Okay. Oh, but you know what? Okay, if you see, it's actually not something related to the configurable thing, configure option, because the key here is imagery, right? Basically, Magento is setting imagery, right? And then obviously it's not a value we are looking for, because it says yellow anywhere. It says yellow is gonna break. Actually, it's imagery, and this is the image path probably. What you're gonna do is you're gonna skip and see. Okay, imagery, small imagery, and thumbnail. And oh, there you go, the full value. This is what we're looking for, value, right? And by the way, it makes total sense because we can see already something saying configurable. Okay, Magento configurable product, which is in the configurable product module, and then type configurable, right? Let's see. Oh, there's the list PHP, which makes total sense because okay, we have like the toolbars. And then the product names around here somewhere. And then we got the details, right? Image right here, image, because we just passed the images, we just skipped images. And then we got the price. And by the way, it is something extremely related to the price because configurable options changes the price. Probably it is in this block. We got here configurable, get use product collection. In configurable, it's looping here. It's looping. Cool, load labels, configurable options, and then we got load options. Oh, geez, a lot of. And then data. Okay, data. Okay, actually, let's look this data. Array. Let's see the array. Yes, option, right? A yellow and option ID 60. Attribute ID 93. It makes total sense, so it is coming from there. Okay. So, cool, we got it. We found it. And by the way, again, just by changing this, it's fantastic. Okay, there are this reviews. There are this product, and there are the reviews. Let's take this one with 3 reviews. Montana wind jacket. Okay, there's a very good product, and let's see what we can track. Where are the reviews? Okay, there's this tab with reviews. By the way, there's no reviews. It's just I don't know if you noticed, but it's being loaded by Ajax, right? And okay, let's try to track this one. Talking about here, right? Let's copy and let's see where it's being tracked. Okay, reviews. Talking about here, and talking about it. Cool. Xdebug enabled, and let's load the page. Okay, as it is, okay, we didn't have any breakpoint here because it's not being loaded yet. But as soon as I click, probably a breakpoint will show up, right? Because okay, it's now loaded for Ajax, and that's what happened. So yeah. We got it. Let's see. Okay, detail. Not sure exactly what elements they are talking about. They are talking about here exactly. So okay, but let's see where it's coming from. We have the entire Magento stack here, and then layout. Okay, list view. Cool. List view, and before HTML there is this. Before to HTML, there's this get review collection, right? Which is loading a collection, right? Loading and then add rate votes. Loading the collection row. Okay, a lot of data coming from this get data in the collection in the abstract.db.php, and then we can, okay, let's see data, how data looks like. Okay, this jacket is not keeping me warm. I think this one, oh no, yeah, not sure exactly what elements they are talking about here. And then we have the row, which is the one we're looking for. So, and then, cool, just by changing these breakpoints, we got it. Okay, I will try explain why now we need this, if scholar or is array, is a scholar or is array, and then this code. Because Magento handles different ways to set data. There are the first form, which basically the entire data is being passed as an array here, entity ID, name, right, title, and then set data is receiving the value, right? It's like key value, like a key and value, right? And the key can be a string or a scalar, like an integer or float, or an array. And that's why we need this code. Like, is scalar? Oh, if it is a scalar, let's just check the value, right? But if it is an array, I have to break it down and then check. Oh, every value of this array, hey, is it does that contain the Montana string? So that's pretty much why we need this, right? If it is a scalar, it falls here, or if it is an array, we break it down because it falls here, and then you do the breakpoint. The same thing here, right, with add data. Not actually add data, set data. So basically the same, very same thing.